Hello guys, it's SHOX. I hope you are doing well. I wanted to make a little video actually with where I am today. You know, it's been actually some years now that I'm not in an active team. I think my last team was in 2023, which was Nakama. So where I tried to actually like build my own organization and building my own team. Also like finding the teammates I wanted to play with. Unfortunately, like it didn't go well. You know, I had the dream to really go towards the major of Paris. It actually didn't happen. It was kind of a big mess, to be honest. I think I underestimated how hard it was to actually like build a team from the scratch. But also when you are the CEO and you need to take care about like all the paper, the invoice, the bank, all the like the loyal stuff, like it was so much stuff to do that it was just not impossible to perform on a good level, I believe. So, but I would say like that was a dream. That was a dream to just like trying to build my own thing, you know. And because it was like the first major in France, in Paris, I kind of believe in make something like that will be like historical, like for life, you know. So yeah, that was a dream, and it will basically like just stay as a dream. But I don't think even if I sometimes have regret about it, I can't really have it that much because I believe like one day or another, like I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? So even if it didn't like work out, if I didn't do it, I will always have the regrets to not trying it. So at least I tried. I failed, but I tried. So I can't really have any regrets on that part. Now it's been since 2023 that I'm streaming. So I'm streaming on a daily basis, 5 days a week on Twitch. Things are going pretty well. It was actually like a really hard swap, even if I still didn't say like I actually like quit the scene and I will never come back. You know, like I never said it. Who knows? But still, it's been like since 2 years that I'm now a full-time streamer and trying to be also like a content creator, trying to grind my YouTube the past few months, which is going pretty well as well. And it was definitely like a big challenge, I would say, way more than I actually thought. I thought that because I was a big name on the scene on CS, that just like getting onto the streaming and doing some stuff, it will kind of go easy, you know. Getting the viewers, the sponsor and stuff. But actually, it was definitely not the case because I think like during my last years as a professional player, especially like between like Team Liquid, Apex and Nakama, it was all three teams where I didn't perform, we don't had good results. So kind of my image also like went down on that part. So I think like if I wanted to make a transition in that way, being a content creator, it was definitely like not... It would have been easier if I would do it like few years before, you know. But same, no regrets because I didn't want to do it back then. So actually like things were not easy, and I actually like started to discover the streaming world where gaining viewers is not as easy as you can. Doesn't matter the name you have, it's also have to come down to the content. I think like you can't just launch a stream playing CS and just do the own stuff for like weeks and weeks. You have to build content, you have to think about it. So it actually takes time to think about it because it's not something like you are doing it when you are live. So you need some time off to think about it, what people want, what do you want to do as well, because if you are doing something that you're not gonna like, actually like people will feel it and they're not gonna like feel concerned about it and they're not gonna be happy, or they're not gonna like just watch, you know, which makes sense. Because basically they want to make you happy, but you have to find something that makes you happy and that make also happy like the viewers who are watching you and supporting you. So this is definitely a hard task. Also, I'm now like taking care of my own sponsor deal partnership since I would say 6 months, 7 months, stuff like that. So I'm also taking that gap, which is not easy at all. I mean, I feel like I find it like really interesting because I think getting really close to my clients and being the one who actually like talk to them and not thanks to an agency actually make our relationship like way better in terms of business and just like what do you want, how can we work together, and how can we like be both satisfied, you know. It's way more easier when there is a direct contact like that. But it's also like add a lot of hours about talking, thinking about what can be done, is it a good move or not. So it's actually really interesting, but it takes a lot of time, way more than I was actually thinking. I was just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna stream, gonna play CS, and things I'm just gonna go easy. But it's actually not. You need to always follow the scene. You need to always find some new content, new stuff that people will like it. You also need to take care of your own business, trying to also you are like a public image, so you also need to take care of your image. You need to be a minimum active on social medias, talking about stuff that might interest people. So yeah, like a lot of stuff, way more than I actually thought. The good thing also about that is I'm actually like enjoying what I'm doing right now. I'm having a lot of fun. I really love my community. I think I have one of the best community in CS. Talking about the French one, because it's mainly a French one. Even if I do have like some English speakers, and shout out to them, bro. I love you. Like, they're all nice, always willing to support me, following me in my ideas, in my crazy stuff that I do every day, supporting me. So I'm really like thankful for that, and thanks to you, my community, because without you, it definitely won't be the same. And I don't know where I will be actually. So thanks for that. Also, it's a totally different thing about like being a pro player, because I definitely have way less stress than I had when I was a pro player. Because when you're a pro player, you have the stress to perform individually. You have the stress to also be a good teammate in your team, be the better version of yourself for your team, for yourself. You are traveling like a lot more than 200 days a year for like pro players in T1 scene, which is definitely a lot, especially when you have like kids and family, which makes things like way harder, I believe, because it's either like you want to keep chasing your dream, or keep like earning also like really good money because you know what you're gonna do after, but also you're gonna miss a lot of time with your kids, and the time that you actually spend with them when they are 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like the first years, like it's not something you can take back, like as soon as it is done, like you can have regrets, I would say. And this is not also something I want to have. So that's also a point where I'm happy where I am today, because I'm still traveling for some sponsors, but definitely like way days. I'm maybe traveling like 50 days a year, so which is something like totally comfortable to take care in my own family. But yeah, and also as a pro player, like you have also the stress from I would say the social media, the pressure. You still have it as an influencer, but I feel like it's not really the same, because an influencer, in a certain way, people will either like you or not, but if they like you, they will support you and follow you. But if they don't, they will just don't really waste their time with you, and they would just like follow a content that actually like fulfills them better, which makes sense. That's fine. You can please everyone. While being a pro player, everyone will just gonna go on you like really hard, because I'm especially talking about the toxic message and behavior that players can have on social media. That really hurts, because behind a nickname, you have like a human who is trying to actually to give his best. Every pro players are giving their best to actually like achieve something really amazing, and it actually comes down with a lot of sacrifices. So as I was saying, like not being at home, not being close to your family, to your friends, spending a lot of time on your computer. So yeah, it's a dream when you play in an arena, or when you have a lot of, how can I say that, when people like you, when you have a lot of fame. That's actually insane for sure. But it also comes down with the other part, where everything like you might miss in a way, people will see it, and people will go hard on you about that, and this is also something like I don't really miss, because sometimes that was really hard for me to manage, to deal with, I would say, because when you are just trying to give your best, and you have people who are actually like giving like really hard messages without knowing anything, without just seeing you on the server. And even when you have a bad game, for example, or a bad event, the first person who is actually really mad and disappointed, and who is hurt the most by it, is you, is me, is the pro player, And when you have like ton of people like actually like pushing it harder and getting like really like bad message about it, it's just really hard to handle, honestly. And shout out to all pro players about that. And guys, really like be careful about what you're saying. You can say what you think. Of course, we're in a world of peace. We're trying to do it, at least, as much as possible. But, yeah, remember there is a human behind it. And you don't need like to be really like hard, you know, or insulting or really bad meanings. You know, you don't need to. One thing I miss though about being a pro player for sure is a competition. I don't have that in streaming, you know, today as a content creator on CS. Sometimes I'm actually doing some competitions, which are really fun. And as soon as like I got like a creator invitation for a competition or tournament, like I'm doing my best to actually like be available for it and be free for it, because even if it's just like a fun tournament, I would say, I can definitely like just my eager of competitor, my soul, you know, just getting back, and I just want to win, you know, and I can feel like all my body are actually feeling different. Also getting stressed, you know, I'm still getting stressed in that type of events, you know, because when you're a competitor, you always want to win. So everything you're gonna you take care actually like personally, you know, because you want to win, you want to be the best, even if it's for fun, you know. So this is really good, and this is something like I'm missing, not being a pro player, because these feelings are actually really insane, you know. It actually make you feel alive like 200%, so that's insane. But as I said before, you also have like the down part of it, of course, which is definitely like hard, can be hard to handle for sure. As a streamer, I don't have this, and I can just like whatever, if I have a good game or a bad game, I just really don't care, even if sometimes, you know, I don't like to play bad, but still it's way more easy to handle, and I don't have like someone saying like you are trash, you are bad or whatever, when I'm just like being bad, or one game or one day or 2 days, you know, we are just making fun of it, you know. And so it's, I would say, two different worlds are actually like really big different worlds. You have like, I would say, like the content creator part, streaming part, which is like more friendly, more fun. You can speak to your viewers, you can be close to them, you can laugh with them, you can actually like talk personally with them, which is something like I really like to do. While on the other parts, as a pro, you don't have time to be with your fans. You don't really have time to stream as well, because the schedule is just too hard to follow. And you are like in your bubble. You are in your bubble, in your team. You are like in a tunnel with your team, and going like from one event to practice, to event to home, to event to practice, to event to practice to home, you know, and like taking flight, hotel, flight, hotel, flight, hotel, you know, and you are just doing like that. Honestly, I'm 32 right now. So as I said, like last team was Nakama, so I think I was like 30 years old, something like that. I should be, or maybe even at Apex, I was 30, I believe. And I feel like my times from 20 to 30, you know, because of also like that tunnel vision you have when you're a pro player, I actually really didn't see it like passing. It went too fast. Honestly, it went too fast. And even sometimes when I'm playing with people like, you know, Forest, Olaf, Get Right, this type of legendary players, they're actually like feeling the same thing. You know, if someone will actually ask me today, do you want to do it again? Are we like rolling back the years? We're going back 10 years ago and we take again that tunnel? I will 100% like do it for sure, because that was actually so insane and so cool, and I'm so grateful to have the chance to live it for sure. It's a dream, it's a rare dream, and I never thought it will actually like be that much a big dream. You know, when I was young, I just wanted basically like to, that my job was playing CS, because I was enjoying the game so much that if I could like actually like made it like my job, it was actually be insane. But I didn't want like any money, like any big money. I mean, just something like where I can live from, you know, with like the roof on my head, where I can actually like also like buy some food, buy some drinks, and that's pretty much it, you know. And that was not the plan to go that big, definitely not. At the end of the day, it's cool, of course, but I'm really more grateful about like all the trips I did in all the countries. Everything I discovered in the world was so beautiful. Insane to actually meet new people from different culture, people cheering for you, cheering for Counter-Strike, playing in arenas, lifting trophies. Like, that was insane. That was really insane. So yeah, so right now, as I said, I still didn't say that I actually like retired for sure. I might say it one day, I guess I have to, but I don't know if I still want to do it or say it right now. You know, you always have like that little voice in your head still keeping the dream alive, you know, like, are we going back? Are we going back? So it's kind of hard, but thinking about what I'm doing today, I'm a happy man, I'm a happy husband, a happy father, and I would say like a happy streamer with my community, with my loved community who actually like cheer for me and follows me a lot. So really thankful for that. I don't know what will bring the future, but I will still try to do my best to keep grinding the content on Twitch, YouTube, talking about Counter-Strike, playing Counter-Strike. Hopefully we will have VAC working in next few years. Maybe that will actually be nice, you know, because playing in Premiere with all these cheaters, bro, it's definitely not easy, but I actually think I'm probably the first one who is legit in the world. So that's actually like a kind of an achievement. I feel like it's kind of funny. So yeah, grinding CS, see where it goes day by day. And thanks for everyone who follows me, guys. I really do appreciate it. And we always gonna try to give our best. As I was a player, I will actually do the same right now. And let's see what the future holds. Thank you, guys.